Hello, and welcome to the first video on draft final document routing. The very first thing I want to point out is that there are approximately 60 clinical forms used to document and manage client care that have been modified to include the draft final designation. This modification will allow you to work fluidly within the form while the form is in draft status. You can return to the form as needed to add additional information. Once complete, you can submit the form as final. The final designation locks down the form to prevent future edits. Policies and procedures concerning how long a form can remain in draft status before it must be finalized are being developed. Each of the forms with the final draft designation added have also had document routing enabled. Document routing has additional features available. However, the main purpose for this March 5th rollout of document routing is the ability to review the image of your form, which is called a TIFF. The ability to review the TIFF prior to making the form in the final system provides quality assurance, which leads to better client care. Now, we will not be covering all 60 forms in this course. However, we will review a few forms to see how this new draft final functionality will affect how you work in My Avatar. Let's go ahead and switch over to My Avatar now. We're going to look at a straightforward form, which is the BVC. Notice that the data entry fields themselves and how you do the data entry has not changed. The only addition is the draft final designation. Now, when I work with the form, I can save it in draft and submit, which would allow me to come back and finish it later. That's probably not likely with the BVC. I'm going to fill in all those fields. I can run my calculation and click Final. When I do, I must acknowledge the pop-up that marking as final will prevent future edits. Click OK. And now I need to click Submit, just as I always have with my forms. The difference here is that once Submit has been clicked, you'll see a TIFF, which is an image of your document. One of the most important things to note about the TIFF is that only the labels for data entry fields which have data entered in them appear on this form. You'll want to scan this carefully to make sure that all the applicable fields have been addressed and that there is no mistaken data within the form. If you are satisfied with this form and everything is accounted for, then you can go ahead and click Accept, and the form will complete the filing process. If, however, you find an error, you want to click Reject, which will take you back to the form. At this point, because I have not accepted the TIFF image, I can change my draft final status back to draft. I'll go ahead and make my changes to the form. Mark it final, acknowledge the pop-up and submit it, which will generate the TIFF. I will review my data and see that everything is accurate. Then I'll click Accept, and I'll need to put in my password. Once I enter my password, I have completed the form. I have a few other forms here that we're going to take a look at, but we'll do that in the next video.